Okay, you're still on to democracy and the rule of law. We'll go for a break. When we come back, we have two more topics to deal with. We'll be focusing on the acting Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, and of course, we'll take a look at the insecurity, the latest insecurity situation in the country. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
I is in book.
So, what do we hope to see from you, sir?
You hope to see improvement on where my predecessor has left. I came in at a very challenging time. I know it. I recognize it, and I will work on how to improve from where my predecessor has left. I've been a member of the management team. We have tried to do our best, but it's not enough. There is room for improvement.
Any change in strategy?
Definitely. We are going to reject our operational strategies.
What about equipment and manpower?
We have the blessing of Mr. President, and we are hoping to get more of what we have requested through the police trust fund very quickly.
What I want to tell Nigerians?
Nigerians should expect improvement on the security situation, and Nigerians should also collaborate and cooperate with us. With all the inadequacies we have, we still require everybody to be part of policing this country.
Okay, if you're just tuning in, this is democracy and the rule of law. Now let's take a look at the next topic for discussion. That's the acting Inspector General of Police, Usman Alkali Baba, where on April 6th was announced by the President as the new IGP. He was Deputy Inspector General of Police, now in acting capacity, and of course it will continue acting until pending confirmation by the police council. Okay, now let's take a look at him. Now let me start with you as a retired police officer. Do you think this is a good pick? Because of course when it was announced, as usual, there were controversy with people making particular reference to his tribe again. You know, like the last IGP was from a certain tribe, and the new IGP is from the same area. Why not somewhere else? So do you agree with that assertion?
I think the important thing is that the president is the person given the responsibility in our constitution to appoint the IG. And I think he has the right, taking into consideration the balancing system, yes, which is also in the constitution, the quota system. But the president is empowered to appoint the Inspector General of Police after consulting with the Nigeria Police Council. That is under Section 215 and the new Police Act 2020. The Section 215 says that the president should appoint an officer to the post of IG after consultation with Nigeria Police Council. That is also in Section 216 of the Nigerian Constitution.
Now, we don't have problem with that. We understand that part of it now. Where the controversy is there are a couple of DIGs.
Yes.
Four of them, I think, if I'm not mistaken, or 5 of them, I can't remember right now. Then they pick one out of them to become the IG. Apart from the retirement age, what are the other criteria?
Apart from the
because I mean this government has been accused several times of nepotism, you know, and favoring a particular tribe.
Yes.
You know, and that seems to be at play here again.
What you have to look at, I happen to see the list of DIGs. In fact, it was even made better now. The new Police Act 2020 specifically stated that those to be appointed to the post of IG, anybody to be appointed to the post of IG must be a DIG or an AIG.
Okay.
Before the Police Act 2020
has been expanded.
Yes, before the Police Act of 2020 came into force, the Constitution simply says that the President can appoint any serving officer.
Oh, wow.
That means he could even have appointed a commissioner of police.
Or a sergeant.
Yeah, or a sergeant even. In fact, when Idris was appointed IG in 2015 or thereabout, I had an article on it in I think the Nation and Vanguard. When people were talking, I said, the provision of the Constitution is very, very clear. A serving officer is to be appointed. But the new Police Act 2020 has simplified matter by stating that anybody to be appointed the IG must be of the rank of DIG or AIG. And in section 7, it is stated that the man must have at least a first degree and must have attended some management courses.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, but at this point now,
yes.
it's all the DIGs
Yes.
have first degree and have
Yes.
attended some management, sort of management courses.
Yes. Now, if all the DIGs are graduates, first degree holders, at least they have attended courses like the NIMS and the War College and so on, then you now look at the seniority.
Okay.
Yes. I think I saw in the seniority list I think the present IG is either the first or the second.
Okay.
Yes. And the law, 2020 Police Act states that the person to be appointed as IG must be in a position to serve for at least 4 years. For 4 years.
Okay.
Yes, that is section 7.
So
you new Police Act.
So you look at the retirement age.
Retirement
so you still have 4 more years to
4
serve.
more years. That's what the law says for now. That is the Police Act.
Okay.
Yes.
Let me come to you. What's your take on this whole thing?
Unfortunately, my colleague is on the right track. Unfortunately, why I said unfortunately is this.
Okay.
Because if you look at the police hierarchy, it's as if it has been skewed towards that direction of people from the same area in seniority positions. So even if, assuming this man didn't become the IG, probably the next man next to him is still from that same area.
It's still, yes.
So what would you say? And now the Police Act, the conditions to appoint an IG are stated, either a DIG or an AIG. So if you want to go by DIG, it means one of the first 4 or 5. So if you follow the seniority positions, the first 2 are from that side of the divide of the country.
Even the one after him.
That's what I'm saying.
From the same part
so
of
they
the
are still
country.
from the same part of the country. So it's still, I mean, there's nothing we can do. And so you see that a lot of retirements are going on, forced retirements.
You see, the scheming starts from before now. It
Yes.
stems from the.
So when you have forced retirements of
Officers.
CPs, commissioners of police from other tribes, AIGs from other tribes, who have not even gotten to retirement age, thereby positioning that side of the country.
Okay, you think that was at play here?
No, of course.
It was.
Okay, and let's go to our virtual guest, Barrister Chime. Let's have your say on that.
Solomon, you see, the appointment of the new IG by the president a few days ago is unlawful, it is illegal, it is whimsical, and it is capricious. It is against the provisions of the Police Act 2020. It is against the provisions of the Constitution with respect to federal character in the appointment. If you look at the provisions of the Police Act, which some of the guests had alluded to, you cannot appoint someone who has less than 4 years to retire as the Inspector General of Police. You know, this begs for question. The president signed the new police bill into law just recently, and just the first appointment after the sign of that law he goofed. And nobody is asking question. The composition of the appointment of the Inspector General of Police is well stated. The Police Council, which is made up of which is also made up of the incumbent IG, the 36 state governors, must meet before they can appoint. This IG was appointed when the immediate past, yes, I will use the word, immediate past IG, was in Imo State to assess the level of the jailbreak. And apparently he heard his removal on the radio. What does that tell you? And we are talking about police being demoralized. We experienced a few months ago how the NSAS and the consistent destruction of police facilities and killing of policemen and women. Now, we're also demoralizing their own officers, those who are supposed to man the affairs of the Nigerian police as established by law. You bypass them because of perhaps tribal sentiments. It is unfortunate. And I've been saying this over and over again. We have to define the kind of government we are running. We cannot be pretending to be a democracy when we are running an autocracy. It is crazy, really, that the president had decided to jettison the provisions of the Police Act